hear something skittering behind the wall. You're tuned into Bug Out.
You're tuned into Bug Out.
Don't let pest be your overnight gets. I'm the exterminator.
ABC or termite pest control.
Family owned to unmanaged.
And pest control. Family owned and operated.
That it got us lows. Family owned and inundated. Ethyl operated.
Call ABCO today. We've got the case closed.
We pulled up and the bin looked alive, flies circling like a little storm, and yellowjackets running a highway over the lid. Kids wouldn't go near it. That's the scene that landed us at this backyard.
No thank you. Bugged out alert. Compost can be glorious, or it can become a magnet if you skip a few basics. Today we're doing integrated pest management for your backyard pile. Inspection, exclusion, moisture control, and smart monitoring.
Welcome to Bugged Out, the XTERMIGATOR Report, the Field Notes podcast from ABCO XTERMIGATORS.
I'm Dana Rivera. Identify before you react. Quick safety note. If you have an active stinging insect nest, widespread rodent signs, or structural damage, a licensed inspection is the safest next step.
And I'm Mikey Carver. Today is 2026-07-30, episode 42, Compost Creep. We'll walk a real field call, break down the likely pests, and leave you with simple, safe steps you can use tonight.
Right. No panic, just practical pest prevention. Okay, picture the call. Compact tumbler on a small patio, steady fly cloud for days, and 2 yellowjackets working one warm seam in the lid. The homeowner mentioned gnaw marks and found a few pellet-like droppings under a tarp nearby.
Wait, what was going into the bin? That's the first question we asked.
Mostly kitchen scraps and some yard waste. A few weeks of overripe fruit. Think peaches gone soft, a fizzy, sour smell, and the occasional greasy takeout container. That combination is a red carpet for different pests at different times.
So what are we actually seeing? Filth flies and blowflies for those protein and fruit scraps, yellowjackets hunting both sugars and protein, and rodents testing softened panels for an entry point. Raccoons will swing by if the lid is easy to get, too.
Exactly. Filth flies lay eggs where larvae have a protein-rich meal. Blowflies love fermenting fruit. Yellowjackets are complex. They scavenger for sugars in late summer and switch to protein when feeding larvae. Rodents and raccoons come for predictable food and any shelter the bin provides.
Seasonality matters. Late summer pushes yellowjacket activity higher because colonies are big and workers crave sweet energy. Flies spike with warm, wet material. Rodents, they don't care about seasons so much if the food and shelter are consistent.
All right, the IPM playbook in plain English. Start with inspection. Walk around the bin, lift tarps, check for gaps, drainage, and fresh droppings. Next, exclusion. Enclose tumblers or bins with a rodent-resistant base and tight lids. Sanitation. Keep a good brown to green ratio so compost heats and finishes faster. Moisture control and turning keep the pile aerobic and less attractive to flies.
Short version? Inspect, seal, dry, and turn. Little routine checks beat big surprises. Right, give me a one-sentence DIY move for someone listening right now.
Okay, 3 quick wins. 1. Switch to an enclosed tumbler or make the base rodent resistant. 2. Stop adding meat and dairy unless you run a verified hot compost system. 3. Add dry browns and turn weekly to control moisture.
Hold up. About burying scraps. I tell folks to avoid meat and dairy unless they actually reach hot thermophilic temps. Most backyard piles don't.
I'll say this.
Burying a small scrap in the center can cut surface attraction sometimes, but it's not a reliable fix. If you can measure consistent high temps, great. If not, don't test it around kids or pets. Safety first.
There we go. Agree on the cautious approach. Now, red flags. Active yellowjacket nest on or under the bin. Repeated gnawing suggesting a larger rodent tissue. Raccoons ripping lids, or anything that points to structural entry into a shed or home. Those are jobs for a licensed pro.
And a quick myth buster. Please don't rely on viral hacks like spraying vinegar or dumping baking soda and calling it a day. Those tricks rarely solve the underlying attractant. Safer alternative, remove access, seal lids, balance materials, and call a pro for nests or persistent rodents.
Quick weekly checklist to tuck in your pocket. 1. Inspect for flies, wasp traffic, and droppings. 2. Exclude with an enclosed or rodent-proof base. 3. Control moisture and keep roughly a 2-to-1 or 3-to-1 brown to green ratio. 4. Avoid meat/dairy unless you have a confirmed hot system. 5. Call a licensed inspector for active nests or structural rodent signs.
Small tonight? Seal your kitchen catcher, move the bin a few feet from structures, and add a handful of dry leaves when you empty it. Those 3 moves cut attraction fast and are safe for kids and pets.
That wraps our compost dispatch. If this helped, follow or subscribe so you don't miss future reports. And share this with a neighbor who's starting a pile. It actually helps prevent more problems down the line.
Send questions and photos to ABC XTERMIGATORS if you want us to look at a setup. We'll point out likely trouble spots and next moves. If you see ongoing activity or a nest, get a licensed inspection rather than trying risky DIY fixes. Quick sign off. Quick DIY win tonight. Seal, turn, and add dry browns.
Until next time, stay sharp, stay sealed, and keep it pest-proof.